Hello, my name is Paul and I'm the Head of Technical here at Ad Networks. Today I'm going to give you a very brief introduction to one of the powerful features within the Allied Management Framework, and that is its ability to rebuild the network architecture with zero-touch involvement. I like to call it a self-healing network, but before we get started, let me quickly talk you through what we've got here today. First, this is the resilient core of our network. These two switches here create a virtual chassis. This is not only the core of our network, but it's the master node in our framework, meaning it makes the decisions regarding the state of the network and acts when it sees a fault. If we look at the core itself, we can see that the core is running on a 192.168.27.253 address for management, and we have a few VLANs available and configured, and we have some port settings as well. Nothing too complex, but for the purpose of our demo, it's important to note it's not in a factory default state. Below that switch, here, as you can see, we have a connection to our edge switch. And if you log quickly into our edge switch, we can see that we also have a number of VLANs configured. We have port configurations for those VLANs. We have a small amount of our Allied Management Framework configuration. We're also in the same subnet from a management perspective. And lastly, we have this last switch here, which is the same model as our edge, but as we can see, there are no ports configured. There's no Ethernet connection to this of any kind. My only configuration is via a serial cable. And if we have a look, we can see that this switch is in a truly default state, representing a brand new product. There's no configuration, there's no IP address. My only method of communicating with it is via a serial port. And lastly, in the top right hand corner, we have a ping running. The ping is actually, for the purpose of this demo, running from the core to the edge. So we're pinging the edge switch. It's also important to note that at this stage in our demonstration, there are no hidden servers on the network with complex layouts. There's no heavy configuration providing the backbone to this demonstration. Everything is within the Allied framework itself. So, quickly on the core. Let's take a look, and as we can see, we have our core switch. We know which model it is, it's the master, and we have our edge switch, which is this one here. Now, all we are going to do is simply simulate a failure in the edge by unplugging this connection. And as we can see, this connection connects back to the core. And as soon as we've done that, we can see that the edge switch has left and our ping has stopped. And all I'm now going to do is reconnect this to the new switch. Now if we take a look at our serially connected switch, we can see that it's detected instantly an Allied management network, and safe config is being applied. It's joining in to the network, and it's retrieving its recovery data from the master node. So this switch here, with no configuration of any kind, is receiving all of the information it needs from this switch here. So how is this possible? Well, the master node is aware of the nodes connected to it. It's aware of their IP addresses. It's aware of their host names. It has copies of their configuration, should it require them. It knows that this switch went offline, and now it knows that another switch has come online on the same port. It knows the switch that's come online on the same port is the same model of switch, but has a different host name. So therefore, it's made the assumption that this is a replacement switch. And as we can see, the config has now been applied and the switch is rebooting. And there we have it. The switch is now rebooted. We can see that the host name has changed. I'm going to log in. We can see that it's joined the framework. We can see that the ping in the top corner has resumed. So if we look at the configuration, we can now see that all the configuration settings have been applied. And there we have it, a self-healing network. My only involvement was to plug the new device in. If you'd like to learn more about Allied's management framework, please don't hesitate to contact AdNetworks. Thank you very much for your time.